Huh. Look at that. Well, hello. Welcome back to Minetest gameplay of sorts. And we're overlooking our little desert area here outside the Oasis House. So in today's episode, we are going to do a completed walkthrough tour. Yes, I completed a house. and answer some questions. So, if you like what you see, consider liking and subscribing. It is greatly appreciated. And on with the show. Look at that. That is so cool. I'm going to have to work on maybe something for over here. All right, we got our ute in our vehicles pack. Let's go for a ride. I love that. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we don't want to drive over the cliff. Oh, what is that? As we drive through the bumpy road. Drive up to the house here. I think I just parked on the sand, which would be the lawn. Let's park over here. Not the best parking job. It'll do. Yeah. Oh, my cactus is growing really nicely. Let's take a look at the house. Let's walk around the driveway. As you can tell, the driveway doesn't go out anywhere yet. There she is. That's what a person would see when they come up. Now here's the funny thing. I had, 3 episodes on playing with this house. And nobody went, hey dude, you don't have a front door. How people gonna get into your house? Forget about it. There it is. I made a front door and came up to another realization, but we'll go from there. So the front end is experimental. I changed some of the features, but still kept, I love these side pods type deal, and I kept them. So now it's uniform. So we come to the front and just started playing with some blocks until I got something that I liked. This is temporary. I like it. I have to see if it still stays. But let's go in the house. As you can see, when you come in, you're greeted by some wall art, nice hallway corridor. There's nowhere to sit. So in a real house, there would probably be a sitting room off of here. I didn't do that. But I got cool wall art. Yes, I do. Let's take a look at it over here. So we come in, and here's a formal seating area. Real nice. Some couches, love seats, a big table to do, everybody can do stuff at. There's a TV. And you have to imagine that it's built into the glass. We'll use our imagination. Because this is Minetest, by the way, for a better purpose. Okay, nothing's changed in here. Watch this. This is cool. So if you look through the glass, the water disappears. And it's back. Yeah. You come into the kitchen area. It's kind of cool. So, it has this kind of framework of wrought iron fences that goes up into chimneys. And, you have your smoke extractors. I use granite. So we have a seating area. Nice little detail over here using some steps from the circular saw. But you could add anything you want, blocks. This is supposed to be, if anybody's ever went to like a Benihana, in America we have Benihana. There's a bunch of different restaurants that were the chef comes out to your table and makes your food. So he has this, they have this big grill area. That's what that is. And you can see the nice stained glass. I changed it a little bit. The area, I put some pillars up because it just didn't look realistic. Like it was the roof. What was supporting the roof? I don't know. I'm really happy with the way the detail turned out. So we have double stoves, which are out of fuel right now. We have a sink. Towel. Now, this exists in the UK. They don't have traditional refrigerators. Some people don't have traditional refrigerators as, we do. However, I can't fit a traditional refrigerator in anywhere that makes it look good. I've also tried doing something like that. That has, believe it or not, that does have promise. So these two drawers here is a refrigerator and freezer. And I've seen that before, and you see it in restaurants. So that does exist in real life. So I'm happy with that. We'll go with that. But there's seating here for people to eat here or on the other side. Chill out. There's also a seating area over here which overlooks this gorgeous view. And it fits. So we come over here. I took the chains away and the bottom supports and supported it by the pillars. And then used Italian marble from the Art Deco mod to kind of isolate this area from the regular floor. Because I made some mistakes. I can't bring the floor all the way to the end because that's the outside. Because of the way I did it. Ooh. So, what that means is, what did I use there? I think it was just a block. Yep. Because of the little details that I put in here, I kind of boxed myself in on flooring, or you can't take floor up all the way to the edge. And it kind of looks, I did sort of solve that. I'll show you in a second. Nothing changed on the fire pit area. It's still cool. You come around here. I wanted to keep this because this walk around is just awesome. And being able to look out and have this kind of bring in the outdoorsy type area to there. And it looks cool. I hit upon just a great combination. Your mileage may vary. You might like something different. You might like plants there. And put some other plants. Just to give it some added color. So yeah, that's this side. And yes, the fact that there's no washrooms over here. But here's a washroom. So in this kind of formal seating area where it overlooks the pool, you do have a TV. I'm not too big on TVs because now, the day, unless you watch a lot of movies, everybody's watching on iPads or tablets or computer anyway. So, you go from there. This washroom here, you have an isolated toilet and double sinks. We have 3 showers because this is for the people, and you have little storage cubbies. This is for the people, primarily for the pool. So you can come in, you can shower off real quick. Got some drainage. And it's right here to the pool. And change into your bathing suit, whatever. It works. So that is that. Yeah. And then we're going to come around. We got this gorgeous corridor. And I really played with the top because it was just too high. So you come out here, you have this grand height. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high. And then over here, we're just, 4 high. So these lights are cool. These are just glass tabletops. And then because I build double high, I put a light, just the regular small glow cube, and then just cover it up with a glass, and it turned out really cool. Like our version of recessed lighting. Yeah. This is just a general bathroom with some storage. You knew I was going to do it. Yep, and it's still, everything leaks. Yes, it does. So that's the general bathroom. Got some art. Here's the first bedroom. So we have a bathroom. This is really cool. So interior design stuff. Wow, that's really high up. Interior design stuff. This is tapestries with the tapestry rods. And I just laid them in such a way where it creates like a corner shower, which works. Yes, it does. And these are dyeable. So you can go in and let's say we want pink. And then we're going to change it back to I think that's gray. So all you need to do is just grab your dye and throw it at it. And it changes. That's a bright color. But make sure you don't hit dye on other things that in unified dyes, like some of the blocks can be colored, which would make your day not too cool. So this is the first bedroom. Lighting, change the wall colors. This is storage. So this is cool. Laptop, got some wall art. Again, with the floors, can't do much. I built everything double thickness so I could change the room colors. We've already done 20 minutes. Wow. We're going to have to pick up speed here. Nice little detail above the doors. And here's the next bedroom. And look at that, magenta. We have blue and magenta. We have a different bathroom here. We have actually a tub with some storage. That shower doesn't work because you need the shower plate underneath. But it looks cool. So this is a full shower curtain covering up the bath. I can't do anything here because I only... Actually... silver. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Because I have wall art behind there. There we go. We have a mirror. Cool. I forgot all about that. And we just use the sliding doors. So we come out here and nothing's changed. Cool. That's the way you could hide stuff. Got some nice... I use the default pictures until I make my own. I am so busy. This concrete stand is out of Streets, the Streets mod. This will, if you put another one next to it, it'll connect. It's a concrete wall. The fish tank turns on and off. We have some wall art. Some nice little desk. Beautiful views from every room. Every room has gorgeous views. So then we come out to the master bedroom. This one, we used wood. Nice little window area. You come around. There's how I fixed that part. But we'll go take a look at the master bathroom. We have a wardrobe changing area. And in the circular saw, I was able to cut these planks so it didn't affect my room. And we have a shower, working shower, of course. Cool. Here I can't do that trick because there's nothing on the other side of the wall. Now, I could, if I really wanted to, I could break that block out and put that in there and then take my my wood, and I could come in here and take one of these planks and cover that hole. However, what that would do is that would, why am I carrying a silver block? That would raise whatever plank that I put it on, because in one of my houses, I actually did that with the fireplace on the outside. And it looked okay because there was nothing else around it, but that's right here. And that wood plank would elevate it just slightly and you would see it. But if it didn't bother you, then it would work. So that's that bathroom. So there's 3 bedrooms with 3 bathrooms, a generic bathroom, and then a shower bathroom for the pool. So I think we're covered on bathrooms. So you come up here, you got a nice desk area. And if I take away these blocks, it leads to the outside. So that leads a border. But if you tell this one's elevated. So I could take the blocks all the way up to the window, but I lose one height in my windows. But look at the views from there. Awesome. And we have a skylight on this room because this is the king's room. Nice little sitting area, change your shoes, whatever. Storage, I have to add some shelves. But you know I should do that now. So this is how you use the circular saw. You take said material, you put it in. Now we want shelves, so we're just going to take this. And we're going to put in, because I can put things here. And there you go. So now we have some shelves. And they only go halfway. And you can go all the way. You can go all the way. So I do love. Where'd my wood go? Oh no. Rubber tree planks. I don't think I'll be needing them right now. Some candles. They look real cool. I love it when things fail. That looks cool. So that's it. There's a completed the completed Oasis house. I think it turned out really cool. It is missing some things. Thank you for noticing. It is missing an office. Make sure everything's closed up. The pool's done. That's done. The cactus farm is done. The views are gorgeous. We got a full moon. We have a little, we've shown in other videos, we have nice little dining area with outdoor fire. So I'm happy with it. We have our ute, because you need a ute out here. And that is a cool vehicle. If I had, money to just spend frivolously on vehicles, because, unless you're in like a farm or in the outback, this is kind of not needed, because it's kind of, it's a work vehicle. It can't be a general purpose vehicle, but it can only carry 2 people and then stuff. That's from the vehicles mod. And all the mods are linked into the show description. But I am very happy on how that turned out. So there. That's it. And let's take a, I'm not sure. I think I have all my chimneys and everything are present. There's some vents that should go in for the bathrooms if you want to be ultra realistic, because the plumbing system requires, there's a vent, and it looks really cool from the outside. my failed circle octagon. Everything's hidden, all the pipe work. We got some skylights. There's the kitchen extractors, the fireplace. I am really, really happy with it. I am toying with the idea of going up. Ouch, Mr. Tree. I am toying with the idea of going up, maybe creating some sort of office or room on top here. But then, because you can move extractor fans, you can do whatever you want with that. So I am very happy with the way this turned out, and it's 99% done. And like everything else in Minetest, that's all you can expect. So let's answer some questions. Look at all the rocks. Cool. Now, I do have notes. Oh, update on the GitHub page. So the GitHub page, I am working on it. I'm trying to figure out an area because I don't want it cloning from my server. I want to take the file down because I want to make changes to the authentication file. So there is a thing in there for single user, I noticed, which if you're playing in single user mode, you don't need any passwords. But if you're hosting it on, like I am, on a server or on a local server, because it does make it run better when you do stuff like that. So I'm getting it together, and with what mod packs I use, I'm seeing how much space the mod packs take up, because using the world without the mods, you're going to see a lot of unknown blocks. And that's not really, even in default, there's some things that are not in default that are provided by the mod packs. So I'm going through that and finalizing that. There was another comment about that I like large white buildings. Well, modern buildings mostly, a lot of onyx, quartz, white hardened clay, and stuff like that are used. And the color palette for a modern, air quotes, house is usually your grays and grays, blacks, whites, and variations of, with a little color detail. The last couple houses have been in white. And I'm going to rectify that because I have a couple like simple homes that I'm working on with modern homes. So, and simple homes with a modern touch, because I do like that. So I'm working on that. I did check out the Tampere Hall, and the one side of the building really hit me cool. I found it very cool. The glass, all the glass on the front. It's like a concert hall and meeting place. And I wasn't able to go very deeply in it so far. I'm very busy, and I spend way too much time on this as it is, but I don't, because I enjoy it so much. So anything to do with that and mods and stuff like that and checking things out is really, really cool. So, Briley, thank you. And he has a video on how to do GitHub, if you're said interest in that. I am, so I'm checking it out and following it. George put in the show notes. Yes, I did. It's partially scripted. So George asked how I do the windows. How do you set the doors in the glass? This is kind of hard, because in Minetest, everything is, so let's do something real quickly here. It doesn't have to be everything. So on these glass panes that kind of go, that was stupid. On these glass panes that kind of connect, how do you do doors? Well, it's hard. In the Minecraft version, let's just create a real quick 4-high. Oh, I did have it turned on. These glass panes are just absolutely gorgeous. and I love using them, especially with all the different, as you saw, all the different uses that you can utilize them for or use them for. People don't like when you use big words or words that don't kind of work. So we have this. We want to put a door in. Unfortunately, the doors that we have, the doors that we have are rather cool. I did want to show large glass door with double window because that kind of works into simple glass pane. We want the office. There's an office door, which is really, really, really cool. There we go. So, and I want one regular door. And you know what? It was under glass. The one I usually use right there. Let's get rid of this. Put this in here. So, what you can do, and I want to do one more thing because this fits right in. This is clean. We want my gray. No, we want the white. So we can get all this in here for what we are going to use here for this demonstration. What you can do for doors is there's no door here. You can, let's say, break away 3 wide, and then you can come off here and create. You gonna do me like that? Really? And you can come up and create a 3 wide door. This will actually, if it closed, it would actually do it. Then you could take this section out and you could put anything in here you want. That looks kind of cool. We go with white or gray stained glass. So now if you take a look back, these doors look like they actually have handles on them. And you can use iron bars. So iron bars will work. That is kind of cool for a big door. And this just, you could do an artistic touch or just to demonstrate to give it the impression that there's a handle there. Yeah. So then, let's just say we continue on with the white stained, which is really sharp looking. I do like me some white stained and gray stained. And this is one of the ones that I modified. I took the paisley pattern out. So on here, it's kind of harder if you want to add a real door, because the only door that will work is, I'll show you in a second. It's from the Sea Doors mod. And the only thing I don't like about the Sea Doors mod is that the textures are very low. So obviously you can see here there's a problem, because one door sits on the edge, and these sit in the center. And there's no real way of connecting these up. So it has that gap. Sometimes you can get away with it, like in the Seaside House, I have something like that, because of there's blocks on here that go across it. And it doesn't look that bad. So you can see how you kind of have this gap up here, but it's not really that noticeable depending on your build. So that's one way of doing it. You could do it like this. However, this is perpetually open. And I also do a lot of, as you saw in the house, I instead of coming out here like I did on the glass house, I just simulated the open doors over here just by leaving them flush, like they're flat doors. Yeah, that doesn't look. You can also use half slabs A slab would work nicely. However, you have to have the screwdriver and stand it up. And then, so that kind of fits nicely. So there's a lot of different things. It just depends on the application that you're doing it in. And we've gone way over time. But it's so cool though. So now let's take this out real quickly before we end the video, because there's one door from the C mod, which is really cool, because it puts the door in the center. So we are going to do that. Now, the problem that I'm having, oh, that's a new problem. I guess it's not going to work. I did it before. This would work. I got to figure out why that's not closing up. It's well, I don't know. Wrong door. Well, that's not good. And here I thought I had that problem solved. I'm going to have to look at that, because that is a possibility. And that doesn't, depending on the glass that you're using, that can look kind of cool. But it does, there's nothing there, which defeats the purpose of having a window. I'm going to have to look at that, because I used that before. Maybe it was, I only used a half height door. So as you can tell, I touched this one up. Let's try real quickly. Another one from that. Oh, it was right there. Get rid of that one. No. Get rid of. Thank you. Because there are a couple really cool. I was hoping it would. We don't have any. This is going to be harder than it seems. Of course, everything I do is harder. That one works. So you could do something like that. However, you have to double open your doors. I have to figure out why that top one didn't work, but that's kind of neat. That's another alternative to do that. I'm gonna have to revisit that. All right, so there you have it. There's your different doors and glass. Something just exploded off in the distance. There's your little doors and how I do my glass doors. That's really cool. And how you can kind of get away with that. Or the little separate options here if you don't mind the doors being open. And it does take some while to get over it. It's like, well, these are open. How do I get over that? You don't. You leave it. I put a front door on this house. I had the similar door over here. However, the turtle and other animals kept walking into my house. So you always chance having that. If you don't want animals in your house. So as we come over here to this glass window, you can see I just left it like this. And the same thing for this one. To simulate sliding windows. And I think I wanted to use gray on here, but this will remind me to change that. There. So there you have it. So now it simulates that there's some sort of handle there. And it looks awesome. So there you have it. There's the Oasis House. The Oasis House completion and walkthrough. And I do have different, you could see the different texture heights on here. So that's what I meant by if you use the circular saw to cut different panel heights. And I left this border high. And there. You know, turn off the TV. We're wasting power. I want to add some solar panels to the roof here to make this even look that much more authentic. Things that are missing from here, other than an office, is also a mechanical room. So you just have to use your imagination that there's a mechanical room here. And that's it. So, if you like what you see here, please consider liking and subscribing. It is greatly appreciated. I really do appreciate all the comments. And all the input from everybody is great. And there you have it. There's a picture moment, because I always forget to do this. Yes, I like it. And I do. I really do like this build. It was trying, but it turned out. I think it turned out really good and for my liking. And we will go from there. So thank you for watching. Everybody have a fantastic day. And until the next video, goodbye.